You.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Dr. Hemant Bedekar, Chairman, Babu Society of India, Maharashtra chapter. I am going to put in front of you the another aspect of the bamboo. Everywhere now, people are talking about the bamboo cultivation, but I am here going to talk on bamboo cultivation and its relation with the industry, so that we can get the better perspective and the potential of the bamboo industry. Next slide, please. These are the three topics or the places where we can see the bamboo. One is the Babosa babos, another one is Dendrocalamus toxi, and third one is a little bit closer picture of bamboo which is available in Maharashtra. Next, please. Yeah, we are every time, as I earlier mentioned, every time we are told or we are given the idea that bamboo can be cultivated, it is environment friendly, this, that. I'm not going to uh, touch, or I'm not going to keep concentration on the ecological and the environmental factors of the bamboo cultivation. Here we will discuss about the bamboo as an industrial crop. What is the status of the bamboo? Like, see, in the world, later on we will go and see the wherever the bamboo availability is there. But for centuries together, bamboo is used as the useful material, maybe in the transportation, utensils, and necessary products making for a day or day-to-day life, construction of cow sheds to beautiful houses, irrigation pipes, agarbatti sticks, writing material to paper and pulp, and several uses. In general, it has been always told that in case of bamboo, there are 1500 proper definite uses of bamboo. And these 1500s are the types. And in each type, you may have the variations in the products. And hence, one can say thousands of the bamboo products can be manufactured with the use of regular bamboo. This bamboo is available in India from very long time. Since Rama's period, we are observing that it is mentioned in our ancient literature regarding bamboo. It may be Rama, it may be Krishna, or it may be later on in Mahabharata also, or it may be some other places also. So, along with India, China is the another country which is having very ancestral mentioning of the bamboo in their literature. But in industrial way, how it can be utilized, immediately we can observe that there are several uses are given in our ancient literature. We have seen that the bamboo can be used for the cow sheds, houses, and so many things which I have mentioned earlier. But why it is that useful? It is only because it is excellent substitute for wood. The whole bamboo or the processed bamboo can be used for construction purposes. What is processed bamboo? The processed bamboo is we do some processing on it. Some chemicals are used for the preservation of the bamboo, and then it is amalgamated. The two or three or many pieces are amalgamated together. Then we can make the plywoods, we can make the flooring material, we can make the lumber, and so many things. So either whole bamboo or the processed bamboo can be used for the construction purposes. The bamboo composites are very much important, and it is nothing but a processed wood, as I earlier mentioned. So the bamboo composites and processed wood is replacing the flooring material as well as the various types of the particle boards and plywoods. In addition to that, nowadays the kitchenware instruments or the kitchenware material, tableware, we are getting from bamboo, and it is excellent for the substituting the plastic materials. So that is another use which is coming in the very near past. Furniture is made since a very long time. When I had been in China for some time in 2015, I have seen their old type of the furnitures, or the especially the chairs, and tables, and still those are manufacturing that kind of the tables and chairs. Another important factor is agarbatti sticks. We are going to discuss a little bit in detail about the furniture making and agarbatti sticks. That's why I'm not putting any emphasis on that this just at this moment. Why it is like this, sir? It is one of the another factors of the bamboo which has to be mentioned, that it is a fast growing grass available as fodder of wild animals. We can see, or we are hearing many of the news that due to the wild animals, our crops are damaged and this and that, especially in case of Karnataka, Maharashtra border, then some places in Madhya Pradesh and all those areas, and some places in Manipur and those areas also. Why it is like this? Because we have lost, or we have reduced the area under bamboo in our jungles, and that's why the wilder animals which are depending on these bamboo leaves and the young sticks as a fodder, those are deprived from their food, and that's why they are entering in our fields. So that's why it is a fodder of wild animals. Next, please. Bamboo as an industrial crop. Why or how it can be utilized? Various handicraft products of day-to-day use are produced from bamboo. Everywhere you go in India as well as in the world, everywhere you can find out one or other home required equipment, or say the utensil, is produced from bamboo. In India, we can get various kinds of the baskets for using in our houses as well as using in our day-to-day businesses. Recently, the toothbrushes and kitchen tableware, as I mentioned earlier, use and throw type of the kitchen tableware is available, or these are the products available with a little processing and completely replacing the non-degradable plastics. Our friend, toothbrush maker, our friend Mr. Shinde, he always asks us the question that please ask your 10 years ago toothbrush where it is lying, and you will understand that why he is asking the question. It is only because after 10 years or even 100 years, our toothbrushes are not going to degrade, and that's why he has given the solution of the toothbrush, bamboo toothbrushes, so that it can be replaced for the non-degradable plastics. Another very nice aspect or very big aspect is high calorific value is provided by waste of the bamboo or crushed bamboo for energy production, and can be used as energy production, maybe in the form of cooking or methane generation, cooking gas generation or methane generation, industrial alcohol for the briquettes, pellets, as well as electricity development. It saved the use of natural gas or crude oils. This is one of the largest sector where we can use the bamboo industrially, and that's why this is very easy to use bamboo in this sector, and that's why bamboo is an industrial crop. With the little processing and making composites with other products. What is composite? Many people may ask me the definition of it. Composites are nothing but amalgamation of two products together, and then they form it as a composite. So with the little processing and making composites with other products, restructured bamboo can be produced. And we know very well, or if we will go through the literature of the industrial utilization of bamboo and its market value in the world, you will find that the China has a monopoly of flooring material in the international market. Not only flooring material, they have a lot of things which are exported to many of the temperate countries. It may be in United States or the American continent, or it may be European continent, or it may be in Russia. So wherever the temperate zone is there, the flooring material is always used, and nowadays most of the flooring material is coming from the bamboo, and almost many times now India is also exporting flooring material, but China is having a monopoly in this. The fiber extracted from raw and processed bamboo provides hygienic fabrics for daily wear and socks. This technology is available in India from ancient times. There are Sanskrit verses which are used by many people in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, and they are producing the fabrics, especially the fibers, which can be used as a fabrics. It may be for the our shirts and saris and all the regular wears, as well as socks are made from that. The plus point of this bamboo fiber is it absorbs the moisture, and at the same time it always keep our body cool, and that's why it has given more importance. Now in India or in Maharashtra also, we are getting the socks manufactured, as well as the daily wear fabrics are available now in India. Next please. What are the advantages of the bamboo? Bamboo is a versatile perennial plantation crop belonging to woody grass family of Poaceae subfamily Bambusoideae. These are typical botanical descriptions, but it is necessary. That's why I have given it to you. Bamboo is a versatile and perennial plantation crop. This is the most important thing, which gives its availability as an industrial crop. You can compare over here sugar cane, then you will realize, or you can compare with rubber, or you can compare with all our spices, coconut, and so many trees. Like that, the bamboo can remain over there in their life for 30 years or 50 years or 100 years also. It depends on what kind of the flowering period is given to that particular species by the nature. For generations together, bamboo has been used by the rural communities in the developing world of food, building material, cash income, furniture, crafts, etc. to support their livelihood. As I said, that we are aware that it has been mentioned several places, not only for China and India, but all the Asian countries. It may be Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Philippines, Taiwan, South Korea, North Korea, and Japan. All these places are having bamboo as their ancestral gift to them by the god. At the same time, if you will go to South America, you will find the many of the countries, right from the Brazil to Mexico, you will find everywhere the bamboo is available. So it is having the ancestral position in our livelihood. Only thing is that you may take it as United States or the European countries or some other countries. There the bamboo is newly introduced. It is not their ancestral gift. It is widely distributed in tropical, subtropical, and mild temperature regions of the world. This can be explained in our next slide. Next, please. Here you can find out at the center there is the equatorial line is there, and above that we can find, above and below we can find the blackish or grayish portion. All those places we can have the bamboo cultivated in all these areas. If you will find out in China, it is only the part of South China. The whole China is not having bamboo, but very small part is having China bamboo. But they have utilized it very efficiently and very intelligently, and that's why we get China as a main producer of bamboo products. At the same time, you can find out here Burma, China, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, Cambodia, and all those countries up to the northern part of Australia. In case of Africa, you can find out Central African countries, there is a bamboo production, as well as the Madagascar. Then in case of the South America, as I mentioned, from the Brazil to Mexico and the Caribbean islands, and in case of US, you can have it in California, Florida, and that is the South American United States. So this is the range of the growing of the bamboo, and here all the bamboos are grown, and many people are now trying to introduce many species from the other countries, especially from China and India, and they are surviving on a bamboo. Next, please. In case of India, what are the important states growing bamboo? It is available in almost all states except Jammu and Kashmir. But now there are efforts which are going on for plantation and the survival of the bamboo in Jammu area. Kashmir, yet it is not planted. It is only because it is more or less many times under the snow and the temperatures are very low. So that's why it has been yet is not occupied. But all remaining states, it may be from Himalaya to the Kanyakumari and from Rajasthan to the northeast country, the state of Arunachal and Manipur. Everywhere we can find out. Out of which northeast Indian states, like say Saptasarita, what we call, that is Sikkim, Assam, Manipur, Nagaland, Tripura, Meghalaya, and Arunachal Pradesh, all these states are having bamboo as a very much famous kind of the natural material. Especially in case of all these states, there are several species which are originated in that area. Then the next area is Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh and even Jharkhand. These three states are having their own natural bamboo production, and the species are little bit different than the northeastern states. But all these three states, we find the Dendrocalamus tictus and Babosa babos. These two basic Indian species are very common. Then comes the another one. Why I have kept all these two separately? Only because it is on the basis of the production pattern or the availability or the occurrence. Like say Northeast India, it is the maximum. Then the Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Jharkhand. Then Maharashtra, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. All these states are having also very nice bamboo cultivation, bamboo availability naturally. But at the same time, we find out in all these states, including Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Jharkhand, we find that now bamboo is cultivated in all these states. In case of North Indian states, yet bamboo is not that much cultivated. It is naturally available. In case of Kerala, also it being a small, even though it is a small state, but very nice kind of the bamboos are available in Kerala. Then in case of Rajasthan and other states also, Rajasthan doesn't have the original bamboo culture except in this southernmost part of Rajasthan. You will get surprised. One of the districts of the Rajasthan are coined. Their name is coined on the basis of the bass. Then all remaining other states are also small or big in big quantity. The bamboos are cultivated. Next, please. Its relevance. Relevance of agroclimatic conditions and bamboo. As in my title, I have said that it is an industrial crop. It should be treated as a crop. And whenever we call it as a crop, we should think about the agroclimatic conditions and its the suitability of the growth and the occurrence of the various species. Accordingly, type of bamboo to be grown with proper agricultural practices in the respective states. Like say in case of Sikkim or Himalayan states of Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh, we find various different kind of the bamboo species. And if we will go southwards, then we will find the various kinds of the bamboo species. So it is depending on the climatological conditions, and according as it is a crop, it will respond to the agroclimatic condition, and hence we get the proper particular suitable species for that particular climate. If you will come to central India, you will find the many species are there, but basically there are 4 or 5 species only. One is the Babosa babos, another is the Dendrocalamus tictus, third is the Dendrocalamus toxi. Then there is Pallida is there, then Asper is there, then Newton is there, and the several species you will find which are suitable for this climatic condition. Utilization of at the same time, we can find out, or we can go through the literature, or go through the characters of the bamboo which are suitable for the utilization in the industry, and hence the bamboo industry and bamboo resource mobilization is most important thing. Utilization of resources in the same agroclimatic zones. Identification of industries is most important thing, because if you have a tulda bamboo, then definitely its major utilization will be in the your agarbatti sticks. If you have asper bamboo, then definitely you will have the utilization in the form of its fresh or processed type of the shoots, and that can be utilized as a food, or any other type of the bamboo, like say the strictus or bambusa bamboos and so many others. Those are majorly can be used for manufacturing of the plywood or say lumber or veneer or even the flooring material. So we have to find out, and we have to. There are discussions or there are resources available in the country, and at the same time, the various engineering colleges or the people have shown that which bamboo can be utilized industrially for a particular purpose. And on the basis of this, we can have to identify the industrial locations. Like say in case of Madhya Pradesh, we have the Asper, Nuthans, Tulda. Not only in Madhya Pradesh, then the Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, and a part of Assam and Bengal. We find this Asper on very large scale. So Asper can be utilized on very large scale for the bamboo shoot industry. Bamboo shoot industry is a very big market in the world, so we have to try it. Unfortunately, yet we have not taken care of the bamboo shoots on the large scale or as an industrial product, but we have to go for that. Then importance of multi-locational trials and appropriate development of research organization as well as training facilities. This is important only because in a different, we have almost around 180 species available with India. All 180 species may not be suitable for any type of the climate. So we have to find out which varieties are suitable for on the particular type of the climate, as I mentioned earlier. Hence, it is necessary that we should recommend the varieties according to the climate. But for this, we have to have some research done, and that can be done with the multi-locational trials and appropriate development of research organizations, as well as training facilities should be available. So multi-locational trials will give us the idea that in this location, you plant this species, it will give you the economically viable yield, or it can be processed in the industrial product which is economically viable. And at the same time, we have to have the research organization which will provide all this information, and at the same time the training facilities. Training facilities is another part in case of the agricultural research, as well as this utilization of bamboo in the industry, that for everywhere we have to have the training facilities. The focus should be on employment generation, use of the resources of the zone, and foremost for the construction of the contribution to the GDP and the national exchequer. Employment generation is the most important thing, because bamboo is one of the best employment generating crop, and which can the employment generation can be given or can be provided right from the village areas. Like say cutting of the bamboo, employment generation is there. Transportation of bamboo, employment generation is there. Utilization of bamboo, or say a conversion, one step up gradation of the bamboo is nothing but the employment generation with some machines which are developed in India. Still we have the machines which are brought in India and then copied, but now people have started producing their own machines which can be utilized for Indian bamboos, because there are in case of China, there is a one variety. Of course, I am going to mention that in monopodial and sympodial one. The monopodial variety is there, that is a Phyllostachys idilis, and that is a soft variety. But in case of Indian continent, almost 99% varieties are the sympodial bamboos. Those are harder one, so the machine should be changed. Their blades or their consistency and so many things to be improvised for our own purpose. And hence the research on the machinery manufacturing also required to be done in India. Next, please. Why bamboo is important to India? Industrial plantation crop. I'm again and again I'm mentioning it that bamboo is an industrial crop. In case of, as I mentioned, put earlier, that you can compare bamboo with the sugarcane. But one more drawback is there in case of sugarcane. Two drawbacks rather can be given in the sugarcane. Sugarcane can be produced with a good water conditions and excellent soil. But in case of bamboo, it can be grown on wastelands and very poor soils. We can grow bamboo and we can improvise the soils. It has almost, as I mentioned, 1500 products. Each and every part can be utilized. The next slide will show you how it can be utilized, each and every part. No waste. Best example. Back, please. Back, please. Uh, Excellent replacement for wood. The composites have tremendous potential for indigenous as well as export businesses. Perennial grass growing for centuries together. Flowering period is very long, after which the whole clump or the plantation stops production and to be replaced by new plantation. It may be 15 years or it may be 100 years. Potential to provide part-time as well as full-time employment to millions of women and men together. Next, please. This is the actual structure of the bamboo. The lowermost portion is nothing but the rhizome, and on rhizome we can find out the striations, which are the nodal nodes on which you can find out the small buds, from which we can see here three buds are which are coming. Each bud is having the mimicry or the smaller part of the culm or a bamboo itself. It has a shoot, it has a leaf, it has a sheath, and the new shoots are coming up. Then we can come to the bamboo stem and culm. Roots are there, but those are at the very superficial level, because bamboo is not growing more than 2 meters in the soil. So we can get the roots also developed over there under the soil. Then we can have the leaves, then the nodes, and the branchlets, and the main portion from on which it all has been taken over there, and that is called as a culm or bamboo, and the whole bamboo plant is called as a clump, out of which its internodes are most important thing, because it is giving its length, it is giving the strength, and so many things. It may be a hollow or it may be a solid. Next, please. What kind of the bamboo types? Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yeah. On the top, running or monopodial bamboo. It grows in line, as you can see here, right hand diagram of the green bamboos which are growing. It is one after other it is grown. So it has many advantages. And this running bamboo, if you will go to Manipur or Nagaland or Assam, you can find the people are planting it on the border of the farms or border of the houses, so that they can have the natural compounds. So natural home compounds or the compounds for their property. It has another advantage that it has the very nice kind of the shoots which are coming, and shoots are very nice. Same way, the monopodial bamboos are generally grown straight, and that's why it is easier for it to do the machining of this bamboo. And but at the same time, we have to mention, or earlier mentioned, that in India only 2 or 3 species, especially one species of moso, is available in northeast part of India, that is especially Manipur, Arunachal, Assam, and all those areas. And remaining portion, all everywhere, it is either clumping bamboo or sympodial bamboo. And the second set of figures, we can find out there are clumping bamboos, as I have earlier also showed the picture, that from one single rhizome, you can get the shoots on all directions. And that's why it is called as a sympodial. At one place, you can get the many podias. That's why it is sympodial or clumping bamboo. It will never grow one after other and to go to longer side. And that's why it is a good sign also. At the same time, this clumping or sympodial bamboos are generally harder, and that's why the machines are to be getting converted, or their blades are of such a kind that it will process this harder bamboo. Next, please. Bamboo types and their cultivation practices. Plantation to be done taking advantage of rainy season or enough soil moisture. Can be grown as rain-fed crop, but if supporting irrigation is available, the yields can be enhanced. At present it is 10 tons per acre available on many farms, but the potential is up to 40 tons per acre. The row to row and plant to plant distances are decided on the basis of the cropping pattern, mixed cropping or agroforestry, etc., as well as behavior of the particular species. Bambusa bambus, brandiaceae and jajantius occupy more space after 7 to 8 years and hence to be planted at the appropriate distances of 5 meter by 5 meter or even more than that. Soil factor along with its CN ratio and soil moisture content are important factors for deciding species for plantation. And why it is important, that is it is only because it always adds to the biomass, and the bamboo is nothing but the biomass, and its growth, its width, its length of the internodes, all these are depending on the soil CN ratio and the soil moisture content. Grows very well with available organic manure. Added nitrogen help in enhancement of the growth. At the same time, bamboo can be grown on any of the wastelands. So for the development of the wastelands or bringing the wastelands under agriculture, this is one of the best solutions in the world. Next, please. These are the species which are given by National Bamboo Missions. I am not going to read it. You can read it at home. Next, please. Just now, I want to give in short how the bamboo development is going on in India. Around 2,000 important bamboos, around 2,000, that is AD. Year 2000, importance of bamboo was realized by the central government, and the initiation of the formation of National Bamboo Mission started. It took 6 years to formulate and was MBM. MBM1 and NBM1 was established. Due to political change, ignored, could not do any progress, but only the cultivation awareness were initiated, and it has given the advantage that on very large scale throughout India, the bamboo has been started getting cultivated. Very less progress in bamboo industry development because it has not been given the importance at all. Again in 2015-16, rejuvenated in the form of NBM2, focused on the cultivation and industrial development. Still, it is not successful industrial boosting. There are so many obstacles and various problems are there in forming a bamboo industry, right from the finance to the appropriate variety. It gives to the forest. It is given to the forest department and unable to accommodate other related departments. Since it should be all inclusive in the form of national board on the line of the coconut, spices and coffee boards. We are demanding that there should be a bamboo board which will take care of bamboo from all angles. Next, please. Industrial utilization of bamboo. Bamboo's whole plant utilization is there. Almost known 1,500 uses from housing to steering wheels of high-end cars. In case of Mercedes and the Volkswagen, they are producing on very small scale, but they are using the bamboo composites for making their steering wheels. But with the help of the bamboo composites, which can be utilized for the utensils, the steering wheels can be produced. Not only steering wheels. There is one Dr. Modak from Nagpur. He has invented that very many moving parts in the machines or engines can be replaced with the bamboo composites. Biomass for as a manure in the form of biochar to CNG, electricity, particle boards, coal, etc. Very young shoots of few days can be used for preservation. Hardly third or fourth day or fifth day shoot can be utilized for the preservation. If you will grow it beyond, then it becomes the wood and you cannot eat it. And below that, earlier to that, you cannot harvest it. So it's a very crucial period where we can utilize this as a particular bamboo shoot as a food. Very good export potential as well as domestic market. Many people ask for us, is it possible to give us shoots? But we can't give because we don't have the processing industries as well as the manufacturing also. Bamboo has many medicinal uses. And bamboo can be utilized in cosmetics and FMCGs like soaps, health products, and food products. It is a best engineering material with high tensile strength, can be used in the construction. It is higher. It is having higher tensile strength than the steel, and that's why many people are using the bamboo in the construction. Either it may be incorporated in place of steel, or it can be utilized with the help of the composites, or raw bamboo, or the only treated bamboo can be utilized. Replacement to wood and one-time use plastics. As I mentioned it earlier, it is very lightweight, it is flexible, and it is very easily available, and hence it is having very important role to play in the industrial utilization. It has a critical element in the economy, has a tremendous potential to contribute substantially in GDP of India, and excellent example of the circular economy. You can utilize 100% of the bamboo. There is no waste in case of bamboo. It can be used for one or other purposes. Bamboo is a high yielding, a renewable natural resource. Ply bamboo is now being used for wall paneling, not only wall paneling, floor tiles, for paper, as well as the tables and chairs and so many things. For paper making also, for briquettes or fuel, raw material for housing construction, and rebar for reinforced concrete beams. There is one doctor, professor doctor, in one engineering college near Sangam near. He has done his PhD. Under him, there are 4 or 5 people have done their PhD, and they are regularly using bamboo as a reinforced concrete rebars for in place of the steel, and it becomes a cheaper resource, and it is a sustainable resource. It can be used to produce many items of daily use that are currently made out of plastic or other less eco-friendly materials. Next, please. Here you can find out, you can go through it in detail, its leaves, its flowers, its branches, its bamboo, that is a culm, then its buds, its roots, or its rhizomes. None of the parts is waste. Each and every part can be utilized, and hence bamboo is another kalpa vruksha after coconut. Next, please. I will give you 2 examples only, or 3 examples of the industries. According to Agarbatti Manufacturers Association, India needs 65,000 tons of raw and coated agarbatti every year. Present production is hardly 3,000 plus tons only. Huge gap can be fulfilled by mechanical as well as handmade production of sticks, round and square, by own domestic production. For till last year, government of India, with their arrangements or with their obligations, they have given the duty concession on bamboo sticks to be imported, and hence in case of all these our bigger ports like say Tuticorin, or it may be Chennai, or it may be Nhava Sheva, or it may be Kochi, everywhere lakhs of tons of hundreds of tons of bamboo sticks are downpoured by China and Vietnam. And now the government, after our several years request, they have changed their pattern of the duties. Duties are increased, and now there is a scope for the bamboo stick manufacturing in India. You can see the gap of the 62,000 tons per day, per year. And if this gap is fulfilled by Indian production, then nothing like that, because India is the largest user of the agarbatti manufacture, agarbatti industry, and also it is largest agarbatti manufacturers in the world. It will provide the employment for millions of hands for agarbatti and the waste utilization. Out of 100 kg of the bamboo produces only 10 to 12 kg of the sticks. This is another fact about bamboo one should keep in mind. The so-called waste of 80 to 85 or even 90% can be converted into coal or activated carbon, or activated carbon along with the vinegar. The coal, there are 2 types. We can burn it and then make a coal, or we can utilize the coal converted into the white coal pellets and the briquettes. Nowadays, it is getting used in the thermal power stations. And just imagine, I have given one statistics over here. No, here I have not given, but I will tell you. 1 kilowatt production of the electricity requires 1 ton of biomass briquettes per hour. Hence, 8 hours, 1 kilowatt production, kilowatt electricity can be produced with the 24 tons per day and multiply by 365 days. So that is, it is only for 1 megawatt. So and none of our plants are. Madam, next slide, please. So none of our plants are having the production of less than 250 megawatts per day. So the huge quantity of the briquettes and pellets are required. All the pellets can be utilized in the pharmaceutical industries, beverage industries, and so many other smaller industries where all these coal and the petroleum products are banned for using for their burners. So that bigger amount is required, or bigger quantity of the briquettes and pellets or the burning material is required in India, and hence it is one of the having a lucrative industry. And even if you have 1 ton capacity per day bamboo pellet production, it has the total utilization within that day. So we have to find out the ways and means for starting our own white coal industries. The residue will be zero because it is having only 3 to percent ash, and in case of the coal it is 30%. So we have observed that in case of the power generation stations, the huge Himalayan hills are there, which are having the ash is there, and they have always have a problem of the fly ash disposal, and these fly ash are also hazardous to the health, and that's why it is required. Activated carbon has good export and domestic market. Activated out of which this activated carbon, the primary use is only for the filtration and the water absorption in case of our ACs and our fridges, refrigerators. But if we will upgrade those, we can have n number of products, including our soles of our the chappals. From that to several places. Also, it can be utilized for coal and the fiber making and so many things. Species preferred for all these things are Tolda, vulgaris green. Other species like Dendrocalamus toxi can be utilized for bamboo sector, bamboo agarbatti industry. Next, please.
Dr.
Then we can.
Hemant,
Yes,
sorry to
I
interrupt,
know.
sir.
Yeah. I understood, but only this slide I will finish and then I will stop.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Furniture industry is another option. India produces the furniture of all types worth of 1,40,000 crore rupees every year, of all types. It may be steel, it may be wooden, it may be plastic, and it may be any other type of the mixtures of all that. Out of which bamboo furniture is 4,000 crores. Even if our production enhanced by 1,000 crore, still it will provide employment to a lot of craftsmen as well as boost to the economy. The common man is deprived from the bamboo furniture due to high-end products. So tremendous scope is there for low-end products for the common man. If all state and central governments decide to use at least 25% of their furniture made from bamboo, a lot of people will get employment, and some 1,000 square kilometer forest can be saved, along with a lot of carbon sequestration. In Gujarat, all ashram shalas buy the bamboo furniture produced in Dang forest areas and other areas because it is a must for them by the government. And also now the another opportunity is there. The world giants like IKEA needs a lot of furniture. DIY mode is will produce on very large scale, and that's why the furniture industry is also having excellent the potential for the bamboo development and bamboo industry development. Next, please go on hurriedly moving the slides. In energy sector also I have given, but some I have already explained. Next, please. Types of plantation, as I have already mentioned, only thing is that it is a part of the cultivation and the industry, but I'm not going to give in detail because some of them have mentioned earlier. Next, please. These are the various kind of the products which can be utilized, and these are from all over world. In this product, some are from Vietnam, some are from Thailand, and on the right hand corner there are three small pictures. These are from our Gujarat ashram shalas, which are used in ashram shalas itself, and the users are also the girls which are residing in ashram shalas. Next, please. Several things. The top front is from the Philippines, and these kind of the furnitures are sold on the footpath. In case of veneer, I'm waiting. This is my dream. I'm waiting for this kind of the development, that the furniture can be sold on the footpath, and any Dick, Tom, and Harry can afford it. Then at the center, the down center, we can find all kind of the hi-fi products, like say the computer, the various kind of the things are there. And on the right hand side, you can find out the flooring material. Next, please. And the left hand side, it is the tableware. Next, please. These are the different kind of the houses which are, and the household furnitures which are produced in India itself. First two slides, upper one, these are from the Manipur. The second slide is, there are excellent type of the toilets which are made from bamboo in Manipur, and those are now getting very popularity. And all the remaining portions from the small, the simplest type of the furniture to the high-end type of the furniture. These are again the houses of the Manipur, Nagaland, Tripura, and all those areas. Next, please. Next, please. These are the high-end furnitures which are available. Next, please. This is the beer which is produced from the bamboo. Then on the right-hand side, there are various kind of the phytochemicals which are extracted from the leaves, and at the center there is a charcoal and a charcoal sticks which are used either to burn, or it can be used also for the pharmaceutical and the cosmetic industry. On the left hand side, the final products are shown of the cosmetic industry. At the center, several products are shown over there. On the right hand side, as I showed you, the soles of chappals. Next, please. There are bottlenecks, and I will mention only two bottlenecks. One is, industry sector has not yet attracted into the bamboo products. Still dependent on the Chinese, Taiwanese, and Vietnamese machines. So I am requesting all the engineering institutions, IITs, and everywhere, that you please think about the development of the Indian machines. We need to use our bamboo on our machines. And government and private sector should spend the sufficient money for the upliftment of bamboo sector. Especially the bank should be liberal to provide the finance to the cultivation as well as for the industry development. Next, please. Next, please. Bamboo can contribute almost 5 to 10% of our GDP. That's why we have to take care of it. And there are several things which I have given. I'm not going to read it because the time is over. Next, please. So, hence conclusion, bamboo treated as an industrial plantation crop has a bright future. It will contribute substantially to our GDP, almost of 5%. Bamboo is ideal for carbon sequestration and good candidate for the carbon credit. Ideal plantation crop for preventing soil erosion, water conservation, and so many things. Has potential to provide millions of hands for part-time and full-time jobs. If Manrega diverted for bamboo plantation for development of wastelands, it will ensure the climate sequestration for a very long period. Bamboo used in improvement of handicrafts to construction to energy sector will provide the dollars and rupees together to the nation and to a common man. Thank you very much. I'm sorry that I have crossed the timing, but I was compelled to do that. I'm sorry, madam.
No problem, sir. Thank you. Thank you for a very detailed presentation. I'll take up the questions quickly. Okay. The first question is, what are the activities of Bamboo Society of India? Sir, we are not able to hear you.
Bamboo Society of India encourages for the cultivation and the production, industry development also. We give the various kinds of the trainings, then we utilize it for the popularization. We give the various talks, we show them, We have the different kind of the trips and the people. We take the people to the different areas so that they can understand what kind of the bamboo, how can be it can be cultivated and it can be utilized. Next,
Okay.
please.
And yeah, we notice you are also offering agri consultancy services. What are the main
Yeah, yeah.
types of services you offer?
I give the bamboo cultivation and bamboo industry development, as well as for the organic farming, I give the consultancy.
Okay. And the next question is, what are some main trends happening in landscape horticulture today?
Oh, but this is not related with bamboo. So whether I should spend that much time, or whoever wants to that you can he can ask me directly.
Okay. And next question is, what is the minimum acreage for commercial scale bamboo cultivation viable?
I was to mention it, but that would have been a one another slide. That's why I have avoided that. But bamboo, if individual he wants to plant it, then it will he will feel, or he will have a problem of selling his bamboo. But if they will have 10, 15 people, 100 people together, and they will form the farmer producer company, then even if 1 acre each person will plant, still it will get a good market. It may be the direct selling in the market, or it may be for the industrial purpose. But FPO will always be a good solution for the community development of bamboo production.
Okay. And next question is, can you give an example of a successful bamboo commercial cultivation consultancy you have provided?
I have provided the consultancy of various kinds to so many people for the cultivation as well as for the industrial utilization. Now there are 3, 4 industries which are coming under my guidance in Maharashtra, near Pune, as well as in Khandesh, that is in Nandurbar district, for the production of the agarbatti sticks, as well as the pellets and briquettes, all these things in case of the Khandesh and those areas. And for the cultivation, I have a lot of people in almost all districts of Maharashtra, which are doing on my guidance. I have published one book called in Marathi called as Udyogasati Bamboo Sheti, or the bamboo for the bamboo growing for the industries. And that is very popular book nowadays. I am bringing a fourth edition of it, and I have written this book on the basis of the experiences and the farmers' demand, and that's why I have answered all the questions of the farmers in that book. But it is in Marathi. I am trying to convert it into English for the all over India.
Okay. And next question, what are the most popular bamboo varieties for industrial purposes?
There are 3 varieties I can say, or 3 or 4 varieties. In case of, as I said, agarbatti sticks, Tulda is the best, and along with that, the Bambusa vulgaris green, and also part of Dendrocalamus toxi. Then, in case of the plywood and the timber or all these things, there are 2 varieties which are Dendrocalamus strictus and Bambusa bambus. In Devas, in Madhya Pradesh, now there is one plywood industry has come up last year only, and which is using 100% Bambusa bambus. In case of Kerala, there are two, three industries are there which are using the Dendrocalamus toxi as well as other varieties also.
Okay. So, okay, I don't see any further questions from our participants. So now we have come to end of question round. Agricultureinformation.com likes to thank Dr. Hemant Bedekar for a very detailed presentation. And we also like to thank all the participants for joining this meeting. The meeting will now be closed.
I'm also thankful to agricultureinformation.com, as well as I am thankful to all the listeners. And those are requested that you please get my email ID as well as the mobile numbers, and you can contact me on these mobile numbers. Your question will not at all be denied. It will be answered. That I will give you assurance.
Thank you, sir. And I have shared your contact information with our participants. They will reach out to you directly.
Please, madam. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.